How's she going right there, eh? It's Denis here from Denis Logie Outdoors. Back up at the woodlot, and it's going to give an update on the pond that I did some work on. And we've had two really bad rainstorms in the past week, and that's what I was worried about. I was worried that washed out, but yes, it got pretty close if you look at the ice at the top. So I did bring another culvert pipe, I thought, if this was already washed out. See, it's down there. I'll show you that in a sec. But I just wanted to show this outlet pipe right here. I did a video a while back with me putting this in. It was a little bit of a long video, and it was kind of a nasty day. It was raining and kind of not the greatest day to be doing that. So these two outfalls right now, I'm not sure if this one had any water coming out of it. It's kind of hard to tell. It might have. So like I was mentioning before, right here, it's kind of hard to see, but I have a 4-inch inlet pipe, and that's what was happening before. Is I had way too much water coming in, and I'll show you that here in a sec. That little brook right there is running, and that brook is actually, part of it's going this way and part of it's going that way, bypassing. And for the longest time I dammed that off to stop it from coming in here. Now I have that 4-inch pipe, and you can just, it's kind of buried right there, but it is trickling. I may fill that in with rock. So the only amount of water is a 4-inch inlet coming in this way. So it looks like the water was higher and dropped somewhat, as you can see, or the ice just dropped, I guess. It's kind of hard to tell. But I'm going to take a walk around. I'll show you the other side in the spring. Hopefully this will be enough, and I won't have any problems with this overflowing again and ripping the dam out. And so I'm hoping that the next couple of days I'm going to come up here and clean this firewood up. I'll show you in a second down where the truck is and the trailer. What I'm doing is I'm cutting firewood, and I'm just widening the road. And as you can tell, I don't have a problem with firewood. There's a lot of wood up here. I don't need to go cut wood up on the mountain or anything like that, because all I do is I try to clear the roads. And I'll show you in here in a sec my apple orchard. There's way too many apple trees, so that's what I'm trying to do, is thin that out. Okay, looking on this end here, that's how high it looks like. It was pretty close. So as you can tell, I surcharged a little bit right there, but I stopped. So what I'll do is I'll work my way back this way a few more feet, and you can really see both outlets from here pretty good. And the plan is in the next little bit, I see birch tree broke off right here. Obviously they're dying from me filling them in, so I plan on cutting these birch trees off and for firewood, and try to widen this dam a little bit, kind of like it is over here on this end. It's a lot wider over here, so it's kind of hard to see, but there's a little stream going in right there. You can kind of hear it running. You can see it coming from up that way, and I may have to try to bypass that one sometime. And I do have a spring right here that's coming in that I dug, and I'm starting to develop over here, and I'll show you that here in a sec. Okay, so here's that spring, and you can see it's just bubbling up through there. It's probably coming through the rock somehow, or from that little stream over on that end. And how it's always usually wet in here. I thought it was all solid rock, but I broke it with the backhoe one day. I come up in here, and you can see how much flow is coming out. And right now that's just working its way down into the pond down there. And I think I've mentioned before, my plan is I'm going to put a rubber plastic dam with 2 pieces of that white ABS with all the holes drilled in it, dam that off, and then have one as an overflow going into this pond, and then the other pipe will come out this way and up, and I'll hook that black poly pipe, and then I'll dig a trench all the way down through here, down around through the field and down towards the cabin site. I'll just show you this right here. So we have a little bit of a leak. We've always had a leak. It was actually worse than that, and I don't know if it's from a bunch of junk like stumps or rocks, or not rocks but trees or something that I buried in here one time a while back. And in that last video we put a bunch of cardboard down and sandbags, and that seemed like it did help. So obviously that's where some of the water level's leaving, so I'll try to have to figure that out sometime. Right now it doesn't seem to be a problem. We got way too much water coming in. Okay, like I said, I just wanted to do a little update video before it gets too dark. It's actually not that late, but the sun goes behind the mountain behind me right now, and it gets dark a lot quicker. So I don't know if you can see way down there, that's the lake. And the cabin site is just to the left where I'm kind of showing you right now. Yeah, the cabin site's over there. So my plan is to dig a trench through here, run that pipe down. It's probably 600 feet, poly pipe through the field, and then I'll have water most of the year from that spring up there, and then it'll be shut off when we're not using it, and it'll just bypass and overflow into this pond. Yeah, like I was saying, actually I'm up here cutting firewood. I'll just head over there and show you that. That right there is the deer stand that we usually use up here. Yeah, so I just come down off of that berm. That's how high that berm is. It's pretty high actually, and that's why I want to widen it out a little bit more right in here. You can see we do have a little trickle of water coming through there, so I'm hoping all of this will start to kind of solidify and get a lot better. You can see way down in through there, there's still some snow. Usually in the wintertime there's a lot big snow drift that goes through there, and there's still snow till June or so. Okay, so this is what I've been working on for a little bit when I come up here. So what's going on, I got apple trees planted all along. There's another one there, another one up there, and they are not doing that well because of these hardwood trees. So my plan is I'm going to come in through here, widen this out a little bit, and that's why I get the tractor. I'm going to leave the few right in front of the deer stand to kind of hide it, and then we had a couple right here in the middle. I'm going to because there was a big rock in here, so I think I'll take those down, so it'll be a lot easier to bush hog in through here. And I'm just going to work my way all the way around, and same deal, I'm going to widen them out so we have apple trees planted all the way around the edge of this little food plot. And I mentioned in a video a long time ago, the plan is eventually going to put another pond down there, a big one, above the cabin site. So right in over there, there's a bit of a rock ledge. So I'm going to fill that in all the way over there where those fir trees or those spruce and fir trees are. That's all rock. And then way over on this end, that way, I'm going to put another dam. And that dam is going to be just a bit higher than the one over on that side, because I want to make the water go that way to the lake and not head that way, because this water that heads down this way eventually crosses the road, my cabin road that I built. And if I can control that and stop, especially in the spring, stop the water and force it that way, it'll help my road so that it doesn't wash out. And I'll just show you. There's a fair amount of water running through here, and it's always wet in here. This is all water, so I'm going to get in here. Pretty good sized culvert right here. Bunch of wood chips I blew in there from me cutting. And there's actually another little brook right there that comes from the mountain way up there. My plan is that I can bypass it and make it come over and come into here if I need more water. But there's a perfect spot in here. This is a perfect bowl, and I'll come in here when it's really dry, like August, September, rip all these birch trees out, keep them for firewood, and then dam that off. But actually what I'll do is this spring or brook will just keep going, and then same deal, I'll use my inlet pipes to come in, so only a certain amount of water will come in here. Anyhow, that's it for now. So if you could like, share, subscribe, comment. Thanks for watching. That's the end there, eh?